Hello. Today we're going to continue the demonstration of the ETS, the environmental tracking system from carbon monitoring that allows you to manage your environmental data online. In previous demonstrations I've shown you how to create and edit simple sample types. In this demo I will show you how you can set up some more advanced features such as constants and calculations that are available within a sample type. We're going to be looking at the NGER Technical Guidelines 2011. Going down to page 44, we're going to be looking at operation of method 4 continuous emission monitoring. On page 45 there is a formula that we'll be looking at in the ETS. Okay, let's get signed in now, and we're going to look at CH4 fugitive emissions, and we're going to click on the config button, and the first thing we're going to look at is molecular mass. This is an example of how to set up a constant. It's a numeric field and we're only going to show it on the detail page, and we enter the constant value into here. One thing to note here is that the letters in the brackets MMJ, and that's so that we can tie this column back to the NGER technical documentation. Okay, let's go back. The second column we're going to have a look at is the CH4 emission rate. And I'm showing you this as an example of a calculated field. It's a numeric, it's calculated, it's rounded to five numbers. And this one's interesting because it's got the warn of unlikely readings. This will tell you if the values go outside of 3 standard deviations. It's going to be displayed on the summary detail graph, and we're going to export it. This is the calculation. The formula is shown in the top of the screen, and you copy and paste other columns from there. As this formula is correct, I won't change it. Press the cancel button and go back. What I will do though is I'm going to add a new column. The column name I'm going to use is emission rate CO2e. Now the E is equivalent, so it's the equivalent CO2 of the entered value. It's going to be calculated and we're going to round it to 5 numbers. We'll show it as the column total, and we'll show it on the summary page, the detail page, and the graph. Oh yeah, might as well export it as well. It's going to be a calculated column, so let's enter the formula now. This formula is very simple. It's just the CH4 emission rate times 21. We can test that by putting a value into there and pressing the test button. 42 sounds right. We'll press the save button and we'll save it again. Okay, the next thing to do is add some data and make sure that this formula works. Okay, we're going to add a new sample. Add button in here, and put the time in 13:15, and we're going to put a pressure of 101.320 and a flow rate of 310. The proportion of gas is 0.012 and the temperature is 295.5. Now you'll notice that the constants are shown but disabled, and the calculated fields say calculated on save. So we're just going to hit the save button there, and let's go and have a look at the values. Alright, we've got the CH4 emission rate and the emission rate CO2 equivalent. down there, and we're just going to compare that with the NGER documentation. Go down to page 47, and this is the one that I entered. So it's 2.46 to the minus 3, 2.46 to the minus 3, and the second one is 5.17 to the minus 2, and that looks correct. That concludes this demonstration. Thanks for watching. That'll do.